Hey guys, it's Davison. I have been very sick for the last 2.5 weeks with a very bad series of ailments. It started as a cold and then it turned into a flu. But to be perfectly honest, I've been going downhill for months now. So, hi to the people here. I just got negative comments too that made me feel terrible. They're like, I used to think she was pretty, but now without makeup, she's an old, ugly hag. I'm like, great. Thank you for telling me like I look like an old, ugly hag. Well, if I look bad right now, it's because I have the flu. I have no eye makeup on, and I'm not in the best lighting. I'm recovering slowly, but I'm still very sick. Nobody's saying anything. Are you guys just watching and not commenting? Hi, Art Gamer. How are you? If I'm not super high energy, it's because I'm not well. Looking good. Yeah. Well, I was told that I'm old and ugly, which didn't make me feel good. Way to kick a girl when she's down, or a woman when she's down. So yeah, how's life been? Really rough. I am currently looking for a new place to live, and it's very stressful. Like a bunch of things are happening simultaneously for me. Oh, thank you, Zenful. Hi, Pilot. Never kick a man when he's already down. My dad used to say that. Yeah, it's so true. Never kick anyone, is my opinion. Unless someone's actively doing something to hurt you, don't hurt them. Don't leave negative comments. Don't make things personal when they're not. You can disagree with people online, but you don't need to turn it into like a series of personal criticisms or attacks. But I mean, I say that having had experienced a ton of it, and the best thing you can do, of course, is to just ignore it. Um, Thank you, Steppy. How are you? So everyone's showing up because, yeah, I have not been publishing as much because I've just been too sick and weak. You can tell though that I'm very pale, like abnormally pale right now. I am alive. I'm still sick. You can tell by the size of my eyes; they're not the normal size. I'm also extremely pale. I had ear pain in both ears this morning. Tried to book an appointment. Clinics apparently are like quadruple overbooked here, so I couldn't see anyone. So I bought some peroxide and some ear drops, and my ears feel a bit better. Compared to how I was the other day, I'm vastly improved, but I'm not 100%. And how's everybody here? Hi, say hi if you're here. You can tell I'm not well because I'm not making TikTok. So I made one TikTok yesterday, which for some reason or another has like 120,000 views. So that's good. Hi to the 11 people who are here. How are you? Hi, Mr. Bitchy. Um, but yeah, I haven't had the energy to make TikToks. I haven't been able to finish my Patreon videos. I did manage to put out a main channel members vlog where I talked. It was right before I was sick, but I was getting even sicker. And at the end of that vlog is when I started to get delirious. So I'm really like keyed up at the end of the vlog. And if you become a channel member on my other channel, with the one with 62,000 subs, you can see it. I believe it's vlog number 43. There's like 43 vlogs that are already there. But it was so fucked up. Like I hit a point where like I was almost like dissociating, and I was in myself, but I was also outside of myself simultaneously. And I started to see like a black spot right here that wasn't there. And I think that can happen to people when they're getting migraines. And I was like agitated and angry at everything, but I couldn't stop moving. Terrifying. And I almost went to the ER, but then the person I called was also sick. And so I just slept. And then the next day I didn't have, the delirium anymore. And I even alerted Max too. I'm like, Max, I am slightly delirious right now. It's terrifying. Oh, hold on. Somebody's texting me. Oh, I think it's a realtor. Sorry to bother you when you don't feel well. Okay, well, just so hi, Frayne. Hello, moderator. Thank you for everything, Frayne. Still not 100% yet either. Zenful says it got me too. Been sick for a week, just feeling better today. Apparently, are you in Montreal, Zenful? Because it's going around Montreal. Hold on, I have to check something. Have you guys ever gotten delirium while feverish? It's pretty terrifying. And then I had like whenever I tried to close my eyes, my heart would pound, and I kept getting like scary visions of like things with creepy eyes, and I saw a few pictures of things with creepy eyes online, and then I started to think I was seeing creepy eyes. That's scary. Like there's some sort of strong neurological component to whatever I got. Oh no, you're on day one of it. Afrain, literally drink lots of water, get that vitamin C, make sure if you have energy to get your groceries now, because you're going to be fucked up for a week. I've been fucked up for a week. And my hair is frizzy because I didn't put conditioner in it because I didn't want conditioner to get in my ears. So Mr. Bitchy says I've hallucinated from sleep deprivation but never from a fever. Hi, Nick. Oh, the trumpet dog egg. Hello. How are you, darling? Yeah, I wasn't like actively hallucinating when I was walking around. It would be when I was closing my eyes and I was sort of like obsessing about things, like abnormally high levels of anxiety. Like in general, I'm an anxious person, but this was like next level. John says, yeah, I got delirious when I had a bad case of the flu back in the 70s. So what were your symptoms? Hold on, I have to check something from the realtor. Hold on, he just messaged me. Okay, we're done with this. Just a minute. I shouldn't be furrowing my brows. What am I doing that is not attractive? Okay. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like live and I'm like trying to take care of this. Maybe I'm delirious right now. It's got to be a good strong one if I get it. What do you mean, the flu? John, I was looking forward to John's explanation of his delirium. I can't, he sent me like 4 emails. I can't answer all those things right now. Okay, so back to you guys. I wonder what made the flu worse this year. I guess just every year the strains evolve, and this year it's just particularly bad. It also had a gastrointestinal component, which was strange. So neurological, gastrointestinal, overall misery. Sucks. I hate feeling like this. I hate looking like this. I should have gotten the flu shot. I didn't. Apparently people who get the flu shot, it's less severe. And I definitely don't want to be feeling like this again anytime soon. So what were your hallucinations when you hallucinated from sleep deprivation, Mr. Bitchy? Can you guys hear me well, by the way? Okay, I should talk about more. If I can't think of things to talk about, guys, because all I'm going to talk about is being sick, I'll end the broadcast because I don't want to bore you all. Is the chat not updating? Oh, here we go. John's typing. People were talking to you. Okay, no problem. So John says, I was an apprentice carpenter and thought I was sleeping on a high floor of an unfinished building with no safety barriers. Yeah, my girlfriend had to try to talk me out of it. I read online because I was looking up delirium as I was delirious. And in Japan, especially, there's a type of fever that can hit young people that makes them rush into traffic or rush off of high floors of buildings, like jump off of balconies. So you had some sort of rushing component to your flu. I did not get rushing. I was just like agitated and anxious, and it was like I was in myself but outside of myself, watching myself go insane. It was terrible. And then my heart was pounding, and Yeah, it is scary. This flu's been scary, but I know I've been run down for a while. Like I hit it in my Patreon videos, but I've been sick on and off for a couple months now. And so I was really looking forward to taking some time off and feeling great over the Christmas holidays. And I felt okay, but I wasn't 100% even when I was in Niagara Falls. And I didn't really take as much time off as I should have. I've learned to kind of hide it well, how much I struggle with my health, but I can't kind of hide it anymore. So that's what makes my search for places stressful, because everything here is so expensive and I have to maintain, my profitable products. But equally, if I stay in this environment that I feel like also contributes to making me sick, I'm not going to be successful making Patreon videos, because I won't have the energy for it either. So it's probably better to move and take on that risk and then stay here and suffer and decline. Travel with a little stress in the body too. Yeah, and that woman who was like coughing and sneezing behind me the entire flight, that probably did not help. Hi, Dr. Coconut. No, I don't have it on top chat. I have it on live chat. I'm getting over the flu. It looks like I'll make it. There was a moment when I was delirious that I thought that I was going to die. And that's why I was like posting on Instagram to my patrons and Snapchat. That's when I was about to go to the ER. I was like, if I don't make it, well, I will make sure I say goodbye to everyone. No, if I'm dying, I will make a TikTok if I can do it. So Navy says, hi, I'm speaking of TikTok. Hi, I've got a problem. I sent 2 support requests and got no response. I could post videos and they're getting no views, but my older ones have thousands. I'm not sure what's wrong. Please help. Okay, Navy Pixel. If you're uploading videos that you edited on your computer or on your phone to TikTok, instead of making videos natively within TikTok, it'll start to think you're a spam account or a click farm after a certain point. If you had a bunch of videos that didn't perform well, like they sent them out and they only like a few people liked them, TikTok will reduce the reach of your account. There are other things you can do, like liking too many videos or commenting on too many videos that will trigger YouTube's spam filter. But if you keep having 0 views and you're making videos that aren't violating their community guidelines, then it's probably analyzed your account as spam. I think why my account is analyzed as not spam is because I've now had significant number of videos over 100,000 views. I don't like videos when I'm scrolling through the For You page unless I legitimately like them. So I know that some people will be like. I don't do that. I've also got a lot of comments that have done pretty well because I try to be funny some of the times. So if you're commenting weird, if you're swearing in your comments, there's just so many things on TikTok that can set it off. There's also another YouTuber that makes TikTok help videos. He's Chinese. His name is Max. He's amazing. He's this very lovely voice, handsome voice. And he's a professional on the Chinese version of TikTok Douyin. So he has some videos about if your account has been analyzed as a spam account, it's sometimes hard to get out of it and you might have to restart. Sorry. So back to John. I was freaked out because I thought I was on the edge of a high floor with no walls or barriers. Jesus Christ. She tried to convince me I was in my bed, but as soon as I got drowsy, I was back on the edge. So what did you do to get over it? Did you take like aspirin or Tylenol, or did you go to the ER? So yes, fevers can kill you if you get too high. Yes, they can. Just like if it attacks, but if it attacks your brain, then you get brain swelling. So that can also do you in. Not hydrocephaly. I mean meningitis, essentially. Mr. Bitchy says TikTok's at the ER. Yeah, I would do that. If I was dying, I seriously will try to make a TikTok. I'm knock on wood. I hope that doesn't happen soon. So John said, in the old days, a lot of people died from various fevers. And then Blind says, hey, Dave. I will vlog my death as best I can. But let's not talk about that. I also felt weird that last week for my channel members vlog, that we were playing with a skeleton. I was like, wow, I've been flirting with death all week. Well, I've been feeling so weak. Like I've been feeling run down. Remember, like with Patreon, I was feeling run down in August and I got strep throat, and then I had to take, my heart's pounding a bit. I had to take the entire month of August off, and then I felt better once Lily quit. Hold on. My heart's being freaky. I should probably lay down again soon, guys. So yeah, I felt better once Lily quit because I wasn't adhering to her schedule, and I slept a bit more and I got outside more. And I think I powered through some pretty great videos through November, but then towards the end of November, I started to feel like shit again, and I've been felt like shit ever since. So that's going on a couple months. And the air quality in here is not the best. The radiator heating is too dry. I have, now 4 humidifiers in here, but it doesn't fix the problems. And I've been painting as best I can, but I know there's lead paint. I'm actually about to test more services for lead paint. Watch there be more. And if I have been chronically exposed to lead, that could also explain in part my anemia, and that'll run you down. So I got to get the fuck out of here. We are getting the fuck out of here. It's just a matter of when I buy a place. And as soon as if the place was available immediately, literally, I would just be, you don't understand how quickly I would move. I'd be like, fuck you. I'd be gone. But I'm not staying. So if I don't find a place to buy, I'm going to have to rent something else. But that's not the plan. So John says slept through it in a couple of days. We're talking 1974, 75. Healthcare was different back then. That's true. So Frain says, I haven't had one in years, but I have a recurring fever dream. What's that? So Mr. Bitchy says, I flirted with death too, but he got rejected. He's not gay. That's funny. What's up, Blind Fox? Hit the like button if you're here. I'm very sick. So the goal is for me to get healthy, because I'm not going to make awesome content if I'm not healthy. I'm just going to make content to survive, but it's going to be progressively of lower quality because I have less in me. And that is a primary flaw of my business model on Patreon. It's all about providing the illusion that I'm healthy and fertile. And that's much harder to do if I'm unhealthy. I'm still fertile though. I do eat quality foods. I absolutely eat quality foods. I'm just not in a quality environment. And yeah, I provide the illusion that I'm happy and healthy on Patreon. And in my photos for patrons. Emphasis on illusion. I think I'm more legitimately happy on TikTok lately. I do need a bunch of stuff done already, but because Lily quit and I have not replaced her, I have not done that. Blind says, one hell of a flu went through my town recently. There you go. Got my whole family pretty much, but I managed to get away with just feeling crappy for a week. It's been 2 or 3 days in bed. Ew. Frain says his fever dream is, the dream is based on the Temple of Doom, but it's my heart that the guy's holding. That's scary. I remember that scene vividly from that film in the 80s. It was pretty shocking to see back then. Now that's just like common in video games to see that kind of graphic violence. Whenever I'm sick, I get envious of all the people who look so healthy on TikTok. And of course, a lot of them are so young, their parents are still taking care of everything. And meanwhile, I am the parent taking care of everything. Yeah, the flu is horrible because it can knock you down, but people don't take it seriously. I had no choice but to take it seriously this time because of the delirium. Usually I work through things and I'm shivering and in pain taking photos or shooting videos. But I was incoherent. It's a sign, though, for my body. It's like, no, you got to slow the fuck down, girl. John says we had something around here that wasn't quite a flu or cold that hangs on for almost 2 weeks. So, well, let's hope this doesn't hang on for 2 weeks. Although, I mean, how I feel today, I will take that 100 times over how I felt a few days ago. At least I don't feel insane right now. I might look pale. I might sound a little rotten, but I'm living. And my eyes are back down again. They'd gotten all red and fucked up again. Now they're down again. But I am very, very pale. I'm alarmingly pale. Don't look insane. I'm not insane. I have anxiety sometimes, but I'm not insane. Oh my God, the seventh sign. All these old 80s and 90s relics. I barely remember that movie. Dodge, are you feeling better? You had a sinus infection? I mean, everybody seems to, who's getting sick, at least we all seem to be kind of gradually improving. I am paler than usual. Like, I am, if I look at myself right now, I'm about 2 shades lighter than I usually am. But that's why I've started to get paranoid about like the whole lead theory, because I vacuumed my windowsills, which was maybe stupid because I tested the outside for lead, and some of the deep layers of the windowsills have lead paint, not the higher levels. But I don't think I ever tested the brown paint on the inside, which is now, of course, flaking because everything's flaking off in this apartment now. And also the baseboards started to all flake too. So I've been touching some of them up, but I have to touch them more up. And of course I had to put that on hold when I was sick, but I started to vacuum the windowsills in preparation and realized shit, like I could have, because it wasn't a HEPA vacuum, aerosolized some of the lead dust if there's lead. So I've got lead test kits coming and we'll see. Because lead can replace iron in the body, further worsening my anemia. But I think I also have a tendency to be pale when I'm sick. But yeah, you can tell how well I am based on the size of my eyes, the color of my skin. Rocky. Hi, Davison. Long time no tune. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I look forward to, like, I can't even imagine having a year where I don't go live on a broadcast saying that I'm sick. It's never happened. It's always like a quarter of the year at least I'm telling you guys that I'm not feeling well. So that you got to start analyzing, like, what's the common thread here? Other than working myself really hard, even when I feel run down. So probably I've worked too much and now it's caught up with me. So back to the whole burnout theory. It's the environment that I've been living in. So, because I don't eat like shit, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I exercise, I maintain my weight. So the most common thread here is this building. Oh, Gadget Man. So Dodge says, feeling better during the day when I'm preoccupied, but at night when I relax, it gets a whole lot worse. Are you taking medication? You said you were doing saline nose spray, right? Hit the like button if you're here, say something. I passed 40K on TikTok and 62K on YouTube. On my main channel on YouTube, and so much as it's not really main right now because I'm just mainly doing the weekly vlogs, not free content. My traffic's gone up. Actually, my traffic globally has gone up lately, which is nice. John, you don't seem like you're sick that often. No, neither do you, Mr. Bitchy. What if your complex has black mold in areas? Well, it's a particularly dry building, so that would surprise me. But in the kitchen, there is a spot on the wall that is darker, and because there's no fume hood above the gas stove. I rarely use the gas stove. I cook most of my stuff in Pyrex in the microwave, or I order in food. But Dodge says, my wife works at a pharmacy, so I'm all drugged up. See, the building is just not consistently maintained. I've said this so many times though, and it's tiring. They shift blame. They deny they need to repair things. They've got like the cheap ass slumlord mentality, unfortunately, to a certain degree. They will do stuff if you really hold them to it. So I'm going to test the ledges for lead paint, and I will write up a whole list of what they have to do. But my goal is to be out of here within the next couple of months, ironically. So Mr. Bitchy says I was down with the stomach flu for New Year's. Oh, that's right. But that was fun. But yes, I'm too fabulous to get sick. Oh, it's just, for sure it's time to leave. I'm out of here. It's over. When I've decided it's over, I'm over. I'm done. I'm done. It's just I have not sent them the letter telling them that I'm fucking done, because just in case I can't find something. But I'm fucking done. If I could go to a furnished hotel penthouse and stay there forevermore, I would, and I would never look back. I wouldn't even want any of the shit in here, other than, I guess, my computer. Thank you, Rocky. I wish you the best on whatever you're doing right now. Thank you, Frame, for the $10. It's fun to stay at the Flu MCA. It's fun to stay at the Flu MCA. We've got viruses, we've got bacteria, we've got coughing and lots of snot. Spencer's with his daddy right now. Here I'm spinning the wheel again. Oh, look, I've got wheatgrass juice. Maybe I should take a shot of that. Stirring it because the particles settled. Awesome. Thank you. John says, I got something about once a year. I tend to hibernate during the winter, but catch something when I go out. Yep. I had not quite flu cold for a couple of weeks before Christmas. I watched a Marcus Rothkrantz video, and he was like, the reason you get sick is because you eat bread and cooked foods and dairy and stress, and you can put 100 people in a room and expose them to a pathogen, and some will die, some will get very, very sick, but others won't get sick at all. And if your body is not well maintained with feeding it the right ingredients, then you are more likely to get sick. And viruses don't matter. It's partially attitude and epigenetics. I'm like, some of this is true and some of this is bullshit. You're oversimplifying. I mean, diet is a component, but I don't feel like if I quit bread entirely, not that I eat that much of it, but even if I quit bread and dairy, I still think I would be sick. And I still think the viruses matter, or we wouldn't need to be vaccinated. That said, he's right that North Americans eat too much processed food. I wonder how it feels like being drunk while sick. Actually, I did that once 25 years ago. No, maybe it was less than 25 years ago. It was, I guess we'll just say 23 years ago. 23 years ago. It matters that I be that precise. So 23 years ago, I was in Calgary living in this high-rise apartment building, and I got some sort of sinus infection. And I was in so much pain in my sinuses that I wanted to take a painkiller, but I realized we didn't have any Tylenol. But what we did have was vodka coolers in the fridge. So I chugged a couple of vodka coolers, hoping that it would numb the pain. Let me tell you, no. If you are in massive pain or sick while you are drunk, it makes you feel confused and in pain. It does not kill the pain. So wait, hold on. Dr. Coconut says I'm eating that now. What, cheese and bread? Dodge says getting drunk while sick is sick. Trust me. So sick in a good way or sick bad in a bad way. So RT says I did that last night. It made my throat not sore. Okay, well, yeah, I can believe that gargling with like vodka. Yeah, it's antibacterial and antimicrobial. But I just ended up feeling like in massive sinus pain and confused and weak and dizzy. So we get sick when our immunity is down, usually from stress. The bugs are always there, but they aren't always there. If they were all, okay, yes, they are always there and they're not. There wouldn't be a flu season if the bugs were always there. And people wouldn't get sick by being around other people who are sick if there wasn't a transmission threshold or certain transmission criteria that must be met and certain virulence criteria that must be met. It's bullshit. Yes, you are more likely to get sick and cancer and all sorts of other things if you're run down. But there's also viruses that literally are unavoidable based on their virulence. You cannot health your way out of HIV. For the most part, you can't. If you get a significant amount of HIV contaminated or whatever tainted blood with the high enough viral load in your system, you probably will seroconvert. So the same thing applies to being around people with really bad flus. If they're virulent enough, if the viral particles are high enough, does not matter if you've been drinking fucking green juice and kumquats the last 2 weeks, you are going to fucking get sick. Don't give me that bullshit. Mr. Fishy, you can't get sick if you're swinging from a chandelier. I find rage is a good antidote for most of my malaise. Anger is a great motivator for me to work and to change and to make more money and to get healthier. I was angry at being sick. Spite is my greatest fuel. Me too. Rage, denial, and dissociation. So hold on. John says there's always something around that changes with the seasons, but I'm always stressed when I have to go in winter and there's lots of sick people around at the same time. I think it's a critical number of viral particles that you are exposed to that determines whether or not you get the flu. It's amazing how little we know about medicine concretely and the human body. Truly. So any doctor's like, I'm a doctor, I know. Oh no, you don't. Some know a lot, but they don't know everything, and a lot of them get it wrong, especially on TikTok. It's obnoxious. I've corrected some. They're like, who are you? Me. Shut the fuck up. You don't realize who you're dealing with. I'm a latent doctor. Okay, good night, Mr. Bitchy. Thank you. Oh yes, thank you. No. Anybody who the more you claim to know and to be an expert, the more you're kind of admitting to having a certain degree of ignorance. And that's on pretentiousness. Dr. Davison, indeed. Maybe that's what I need to do, but sometimes it feels like certain things are too late, right? For me to go back to medical school and then to be able to, I don't know if my body could handle a residency demanding that I stay up 23 hours in a row. And I am somewhat germophobic and getting injury phobic. So I don't know if I'm suited to it. I think intellectually I'm suited to it, but the practice of it, I would be ill suited to. And I barely have energy for anything anymore. I don't, and I want to. I really want to. I feel like I need 2 months off by the seaside to recover. Are you an actual doctor, Coconut? Are you an actual doctor, Dr. Coconut? You've been watching all the lawyers crawl out the woodwork on YouTube? Oh, in what way? You mean about COPPA and whatnot? Hi, Alden. How are you? By the way, I lost some people. Oh, I've now inhaled my hair twice in the last couple of days. I had my hoodie down and I was walking through the hallway, and I guess this piece of hair, I inhaled it in my mouth and started to choke, and I had to pull it out of my throat. I don't know if you can die from choking on your hair, but I feel like I came close. In regards to MXR, what's that? Thank you again for your tip, Frank. We've got 10 likes and I made $10, which will go towards the Davison Rehousing Fund. Rehoming e-girl 2019. Rehome a tired, sick e-girl. I also should go to the clinic because I should get my blood tested for, like I said, anemia and maybe lead. How's Puerto Rico doing? Because they had a series of earthquakes. You're a YouTube doctor? That doesn't mean it. Okay, so you're not a doctor. They're a channel that I hit with the bill for a copyright company for. Ooh, ugh. That's scary. Well, there's a value in original content. By the way, I had copyright. Well, it's not copyright woes. I had woes on TikTok. A guy who I duetted all last month on TikTok, he got his channel taken down for some reason. And so they deleted all of my TikToks with him, or they put them under review, which sucks because some of my videos had hundreds of thousands of views and one had over 1 million views. Extorted. Yeah, they are being extorted. John says there's still much disagreement amongst doctors. I worked at a big teaching hospital during the 70s, and I've never put doctors on a pedestal since then. I'm lucky to have a doctor who stays current. There you go. Oh, I took K2D3 and realized that I should not have been taking the K2 I was taking because it's the amount that's meant for a man, not for a woman, and especially not a woman my tiny size. That I also had taken one the day that I went delirious with this flu, and my heart was also pounding, so I could have fucked the balance of calcium in my blood. So I'm going to stick away from the K2. I don't think I need it. The D, definitely. I need the D, just not the K. And I also tried to take collagen with biotin, and I'm one of the people that collagen with biotin makes me nauseous and get heartburn, makes my stomach feel violently ill. So I threw it in the garbage. I will take collagen, just not with biotin. I was like, wow, 2 things I should not have been taking. Taking. Oh, thank you for the $10 for the Davison rehoming fee. Thank you, Dodge. It's fun to stay at the Dodge MCA. His truck is orange and he works every day. He's got a sinus infection and his wife yells at him, but he is a great guy and he's fun. Blah. Max, we got $20 for the Davison and Max rehoming fund. Hey, it's something. I ordered extra soup before, so John says I haven't found the D3K2, so just take plain D3. You would probably be in a better position to take the K2, but I am unconvinced that the extra potassium is necessary, and it can really fuck with your electrolyte balance. But if you have calcium buildup in your arteries, your coronary calcium is higher, then it can clear it. So those with plaques, but I think based on my age and my weight maintenance, it's very unlikely that I have a critical buildup of calcium plaques. And I'm probably, if anything, deficient in calcium. It was dumb of me to take. I'll show you the one. I've been sick with the flu. Hold on. It was only $5 for 30 pills. I got it at Winners. There's only a few left because I was trying, in an attempt to not get sick this winter, take vitamin D about every other day, because I found that other brands of vitamin D would make me flush. Like I'd feel like I get hot flashes from it, but this didn't. But I think it definitely fucks with my blood calcium level, and it's that the amount 120 micrograms is for a male, not for a female. So this is it. This is where it's Jameson. I'm sure you can find this on Amazon, John, but just be careful with it. So back to what Efrain said. Yeah, well, they have to fight it in court, but maybe the company that's trying to allege the copyright infringement is has calculated that they believe that it's more expensive to fight them in court than it is to just settle. So yeah, so it's up to them to go through that legal battle and hopefully recoup their legal fees. So John says, after I get my computers up to date, I have to order a bunch of vitamins and supplements online. So Dr. Coconut says, is Max taking precautions to make sure he doesn't catch the flu? Yeah, well, he's had a cold as well, and he had an earache last week, but his earache's gone. I bleached the bathtub this morning despite being sick. Other than that, what can we do? We share the same house, and we share the same very small bathroom. So he's younger than me, though, and I think a little less stressed. He has been working out lately. So that's good. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing we can do. I can just hopefully, though, if it does hit him in a week, I'll be well enough to take care of him, because he's been taking care of me. Like he went to the pharmacy and got me Q-tips and peroxide and Tylenol, and he surprised me with pumpkin spice coffee, which was very nice. So that's probably annoying. ASMR. Wow, you're taking a lot of vitamin D. Did I address your topic of discussion adequately, Efrain? Hello to the 13 people who are here. How are you all? I could make on a YouTube a TikTok tutorial. I was debating doing it, one of those ones, because there's this filter that's trending that rates how beautiful you are, but it changes every time because I tested it out. You don't get the same numbers every time. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll do it live. Some other people already made videos on it. It's just sort of an easy way to get traffic to my channel and to make a few bucks. Easy being takes only about an hour worth of my time, but I probably should not be working. Oh, hi, Onion Rings. How are you? Are you new here? I've never seen you before, Onion Rings 9770. I'm sick. Forgive me if I look pale and weathered. I'm getting over the flu. Oh, and Bowering. Oh, oops. Sorry, just a minute. What am I looking up? I'm looking up the filter that rates how pretty I am. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this bullshit. Oh, Shira, you look hot. Nice hot picture, Shira. Okay, so it's called, where is it? Rate Your Face. Press and hold. Can you guys see this? You can see, I guess, the back of my head now. Well, maybe you can see it. I don't know. Here, I'll turn on the contrast, but then that's going to fuck with it. Rate my face. Okay, let's go. That's nice. 8, 6.5, 6.5. Let's do this again. This is one of those things, but every time you do it, it gives you something different. I don't know what it's based on. I don't know what it's calculating. Okay. Nose 5 out of 10, lips 5 out of 10, eyes 9 out of 10. It says I have bad lips and I've got a good nose. Doesn't mean jack shit. It's fucking stupid. It's going to give me something different. Watch. So I just tell people where to find this. Okay, so yeah, see, now it gave me 7 for my eyes, 8 for my nose, and 7.5 for my lips. So it's just random. It's bullshit. When I was a kid, I used to take D3 drops over 1,000 units, but I haven't found them anywhere online. I'd rather take 4 or 5 drops and pills. Yeah, that's called, I used to give that to Max. I guess it's almost been 20 years ago. Wow. What was it called? It had like a kind of a citrusy, fruity taste. I want to say it's like something you saw. All that matters what we think, 10 out of 10. I don't want to be rated super low. I don't think I am, even if I don't look as young as I used to. I hate looking. You guys know how vain I am. I'm like, I look like shit. People think I look like shit. I don't look like shit. I'm not wearing a stitch of makeup. Okay. The D3 drops, something salt. So vitamin D drops, It's like it's not anusol because I think that's for your anus. I remember even what the bottle looked like. D drops. I mean, there's vitamin D drops that are called D drops. Vitamin D drops salt. Oh, Trivasol. Was that it? Divasol. Yeah. And Formil, Divasol. Like Davison, Divasol. Oh, it probably doesn't come as D3K2. These are just vitamin D drops. Onion Ring says your name. I'm sorry. I'm a little loopy now. Very well. I've watched your videos before, never seen your streams until now. I've been subscribed for a while. I find you entertaining. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Should I make that tutorial video? Literally, the tutorial video will be like, hey guys, Davison here. I'm your TikTok and Snapchat help girl. So if you like that video, that kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to teach you how to rate your face on Instagram for TikTok or for Instagram. You go and you follow the account, whatever the hell his name is. And then you go into your Instagram stories. You pull up this filter, this is what it looks like, and it rates your face. And then I say something witty about how it's rated my face. And then I show it again, and then I go, hey, it's probably random. So I hope I helped you out. I hope I helped you find the filter. And then I get 10,000 views. And I make $20. I am always sick. You don't need to remind me. I know people mean well. When they tell me I'm always sick, trust me, I know it is. And I'm frequently in pain. And trust me, I know, but I'm working on it. And it does not make me happy to be sick. I would much rather be working and entertaining you guys and living a fabulous rock star life, not a life of laying in my bed, worrying about the air quality and in massive physical pain. And having no energy to do anything, even if I want to. Because you guys know when I get my energy back, I go hard. I'm not a lazy person, but the sickness fucks me up. John says, Dodge says, sorry guys, starting to cough my braids. Oh, good night, Dodge. Sweet dreams. Sending love. It's okay, Golden. It's not your fault. I'm working on it. Apparently it's the thing, one of my challenges, right? I got to work on, actually also I had an appointment at the salon I had to cancel because I got so sick because I wanted to get my hair did. So for my patrons, got to look good for my patrons. And yeah, one of my challenges is to get the fuck out of here into a healthy environment and then see how sick I am or not. And to figure out a better work balance. Do you have any elderberry syrup, Afrain, get the Sambucol elderberry syrup. That is one thing I've been taking during the flu, and I think it's helped. It's efficacy in terms of being like a painkiller or a fever reducer only lasts about 4 hours, so it's weaker than Tylenol or Advil, but it also contains a compound that apparently inhibits the replication of the viruses or the virus that's causing your flu symptoms. You just stubbed your toes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, somebody asked if I was in a moldy environment already. It is notoriously disgustingly dry in here during the winter, and they blast the heat from these ancient 100-year-old radiators. It is not a damp environment at all. The only place that I could see mold growing, although in the bathroom there is wood at the side of the bathtub, I noticed it starting to rot at the bottom. There is a patch of darkness on the paint in the kitchen, but I got the super to check it, and he's like, well, he denies always that there's anything wrong. Unless it's like literally inarguably, undeniably wrong. But there's no real like mushy spots. There's just that one little darkish patch when it's a weird spot on the wall. It's like mid-wall. But the rest of it, there's lead paint in here. That's the only other thing. I had said this earlier. So Francis, I loaded myself with garlic. That's good. My nose is clear, not running so far. Yeah, garlic, raw cabbage, raw onions, those all help. I'm out of here. Like literally, I'm done here. So I will be moving within the next 6 months, 1,000 times over, no matter what. It's over. So the wall is ending. I have to paint native wolf on the wall, take a photo, and that's it for that wall. Gone. Oh, I forget that I have this button. I have a little button where I can insert an ad. I don't know why they put this button, but it doesn't even show up till after the broadcast. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Okay, guys, I'm going to go soon because even though I know you just showed up, Thomas, I'm recovering from the flu and I don't want to overdo it. And I have some administrative stuff to do. By the way, I have, did you guys get an ad? Did it work? Did it work when I pressed the button? Did it force you guys to get an ad? If so, what a power that I have. Every time I feel tired, every 5 minutes, I'll just make you guys watch an ad. Oh, really? That sent you to an ad. That's hilarious. So I have the power to send some of you to an ad. The chat's uninteresting. Insert an ad. So Gold Quite says, I know what it's like to move to be healthy. And trust me, your gut is right. It's where you reside. Yep. 100%. I am gone. Peace. And there's so many things I could say, but I don't burn bridges. Unethical people disgust me. That's all I'll say. Do I like green tea? Yes, I do. I have to finish my green slime. Okay, so it's the people that are on computers that will suffer when I push the ad inserted button. So weird. Yeah, green tea is calming. It's good for you. It's hydrating. Anti-inflammatory. I should probably eat more turmeric. I don't eat enough turmeric. That's why I ordered Indian tonight. Sublime says, I had green tea ice cream last night. Totally thought it'd be gross, but it was pretty darn good. It is good. Are you kidding me? The Asians have food right. Most Asian countries, they're all different, their cuisine. But Chinese food, amazing. Japanese food, anything in Japan is amazing. And green tea ice cream is very big there. Boba teas from China, amazing. Mochi balls or mochi ice cream. Mochi? I think it's mochi. Very good. I haven't been doing my Chinese lessons lately. I'm behind. But I've been busy being sick. Oh, Max is talking about his computer in the background. I have mint green tea. Sorry, I'm going to shut his door because I'm getting distracted by his talking. Hold on a second. Mochi. Everything was good. Teppanyaki, pot stickers, ice cream, miso soup, sake. Good night. Oh, you were going away? Okay, good night. John says, all the Chinese food I like is the wrong kind, but I have keto recipes for all of it. Well, there you go. Like the General Tao chicken, you mean? Or the sweet and sour pork ribs? It's all the sauces, pretty much. So if you can get sugar-free syrups, you're good to go. It was a good night. Nothing like good food. That's probably one of my greatest joys in life is good food. I hope my blood lead level isn't too high. I guess I'll let you guys know. I'll definitely let you know on the vlog if I test high for lead in my blood. Probably be a terrifying experience if I do. They insisted on serving mochi with ice cream in it, though. Yeah, that's the new thing. The rice dough with ice cream, soft and mushy and delicious. Egg rolls with bone sauce. Oh, I'm getting more TikTok troubleshooting. I should just do live streams as TikTok tech support. That would actually be fun. I wouldn't mind that. Just give people advice. So Rumpel says, it says I posted a video, but when people click on my profile, they can't see it. Why? Because it's gone under review. So there are two things, two case scenarios or two possibilities, we'll just say. One, there's a very shocking case scenario that doesn't happen very often where in the hold on, Max is talking. Wherein the computer program that analyzes the visual and audio content of your TikTok has detected something so problematic, such as it believes there's blood in the video, it believes there's a knife or a gun or a weapon or pure pornography in the video. And so it'll show up on your profile, but it has been sent to their team that analyzes violations. And it actually, when you click share on the video, so what I want you to do is go into your account and click share to Twitter. If it says it's under review, then it's not the scenario I just described, where the machine has analyzed the visual content or the audio content of your video and determined that it is an egregious violation of the community guidelines, okay? The second case scenario is that it scanned your video, it thinks it's analyzed your video, and that there might be something like, oh, too much, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but there's a fork in here that we think might be a knife, so we're going to put this under review. And usually, if that happens immediately, eventually they review it. Someone manually reviews it. In the first case, they also review it. But in the first case, it's like a critical error that means that your account might get completely taken down. But the good thing about the first one, if it passes the first one, it will never be reviewed again if it thinks there's something egregiously or terribly wrong with it. So Rumpel, am I helping you? So Rumpel, can you go into your account and see if it says this video is under review and cannot be shared when you try to share your video to Twitter using the little arrow that points to the right, then it's the second scenario I described, and eventually the video will be reviewed by a human being. And if it's not been reviewed by a human being within 48 hours, write to support, write, my video is not appearing on my recently uploaded video is not appearing on my profile page. Explain to them that you uploaded a video that abides by all community guidelines and it's not being seen by anyone, and they'll get to it. Can I use Instagram? Yeah, anything, but is it allowing you to share it? Like, okay, I'll show you one of the videos of mine that's under review on TikTok is because it got taken down because the guy's account that I duetted. Oh shit, sorry. It got taken down because the guy's account that I duetted got terminated. He shouldn't have gotten his account terminated. It's really weird, but it put all my videos under review. So I'll show you what that looks like. So here we go. Here's a video, which so sucks. So it says at the top, your video is under review and cannot be shared. Let me do it again. See, I hit the little 3 dots. And then it says share to. Here, let's turn on the contrast on my screen. Is this like I'm speaking a foreign language to my regular viewers here as I'm doing this? Okay, so then hit share to say this is videos under review. It's so stupid. It doesn't deserve to be under review. It's just because the other guy's account got taken down. But I hit Twitter and it says at the top, your video is under review and cannot be shared. So that means it's just your video's under review. That's why nobody can see it. Rumpel, did you do what I told you to do? So that's what I'll do, guys. Maybe that's when I get better. I'll just devote 2 streams a week to being like, I'm your TikTok tech support. Help the helpless. You should tip me 5% tech support. I know my platforms. Oh shit, it does say that. There you go, Rumpel. There you go, boy or girl. And Rumpel, I know you're what? You're 14, right? 15, 16? No problem. Follow me on TikTok. My TikToks are much better than this live stream. I'm sick right now and I look like shit. So you're 17. There you go. Yeah. Gen Z. Is that it? I have this like dyslexic thing in my brain where I'm like, it's Gen X. No, it's Gen X, then millennial, then I don't know. Gen Y, Gen Z, I don't fucking know. It doesn't fucking matter the fucking generation bullshit. So how do I fix your overheating HP? Max, John has a hardware question. Are you following me on TikTok, Rumpel? My stuff isn't bad. And although I have to private shit sometimes, but it'll get even better because I'm going to double down on it when I get better. My last video before the cute one I just uploaded has like 120,000 views. My TikTok's Davison video, Rumpel. And the video that did well from yesterday was, can I show you something? That's my trademark catchphrase on TikTok. But I also do funny shit. It's Davison. I'm always amazed when people are like, what's your Instagram? What's your TikTok? My name's Davison Video everywhere. Oh, yes, I'm launching a new Patreon for people from TikTok. Patreon.com/Davison, by the way, guys, it exists. So John wants to know, how do I fix your overheating? How do I fix my overheating HP?
Laptop?
John, welcome to Tech Support with Davison and Matt.
Either you have to clean.
Come in the frame.
You either have to remove the dust out of the heatsink or change the thermal paste, preferably both. I'm sure there are computer stores near you willing to do that.
It says either the fan died or it needs an external auxiliary fan.
Or it needs to be cleaned. Hello. Most of the time it's because the thermal paste is dry and the heatsink hasn't been cleaned. I mean, it could be a fan, but if you hear a fan, then it's probably
Frank says hi, Max.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sahir. TikTok needs to help its people more. Actually, though, it's funny. There are people who are verified on TikTok who are getting their live streams taken down, saying that they need to prove their identity and to upload their ID. Now, that's pretty disturbing. You've been verified by a platform, and then all of a sudden they're demanding you upload your ID.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's weird is what that is.
So that's the only advice I have. So it will be returning.
Max is now leaving. So thank you for watching Tech Support with Davison and Max. Fan broke because it was too dirty, says Mr. Field. Rumpel, one more question. What was the content of the video? Like, what did you do in the video? Like the plot? John says thanks.
No problem.
He says no problem.
Let's see.
Oh, here, I gotta shut his door again. Hold on. It wasn't great. Okay, it doesn't have to be good. It's just, was it something that you shouldn't have been doing? More tech support questions for Davison. TikTok tech support. Oh, you guys know what I'm doing? I'm inserting an ad to pay for the tech support. So Aiden says, why did they reduce the number they push it out to? Okay. The TikTok algorithm works as such. Here's your TikTok. Let's hope it's awesome. It's going to be sent out to more people if it's based on trending audio or a trend. It identifies whether or not you have trending audio or a trend based on either the audio or the description that you write. So then it tests the video to a test audience of 10 users, and it sees how many likes it immediately gets. If it passes the threshold of 20% likes, it'll go on to 50 users. At any stage of it getting sent out further to people's For You pages, it can fail to pass the test where it reaches a critical number of likes or comments or shares. So it distributes it based on the actions that occur every time the next larger batch of viewers views your TikTok. Does this make sense? But really, at the end of the fucking day, just make good fucking TikToks, okay? Make sure the descriptions are good. Make sure you're using trending audio or riffing on trends in general, or being thematically consistent, because eventually TikTok tries to analyze your whole TikTok and go like, hey, this person does really well whenever they dance. So obviously they're a dancing TikToker. So obviously we're going to start showing them alongside other successful dancing TikTokers. Yeah, just literally be entertaining also. Very important, I'm getting ahead of myself in my brain. Very important thing to note is completion rate and repeat views. You want people to fucking loop your video. It's going to give you automatically an infinitely higher score if people get to the end of your video and then they just want to watch it again, either because they're stopping to comment or because there's something visually there that they want to see again. So say you put text that's only a second long and it's a huge long bit of text, guaranteed people will probably loop it if the rest of the video is good, just to be able to read that text that they couldn't read because it flashed on the screen too quickly. Or you flash something interesting, like for instance, at the end of my last video, right at the end scene is me plunging the bath bomb into the water that has all the marker dye on it, and it just bleeds out like a rainbow just for like 0.5 seconds, and that's enough that people want to see that ending point again, so they'll loop the whole video, therefore increasing the rating of my video, therefore increasing its distribution. And also recording videos natively within TikTok will increase the chances that TikTok will distribute your video wider. If it thinks you're uploading videos that you've made on your computer to TikTok, it's not going to give them as much of a chance for distribution right away because it wants to work against click farms. Thank you, Mrs. TikTok. They need to pay you. I was Mrs. YouTube for years. I'm always the early bird. I'm always the one who's like, hey guys, this is what's happening. People are like, no, you don't fucking know what you're talking about. They're not fucking throttling you. They're not fucking demonetizing you. Meanwhile, I have the whole fucking thing figured out. So I'm right again. Lala Davison video. Please like this shit because I already liked it. I don't want to be Mrs. TikTok. I want to be Miss TikTok only because I don't want to be perceived of as old and unattractive. I don't want to be a crusty old lady. So Navy said, I'm back. I still can't figure out how to make my TikTok work. It's really frustrating. I tweeted, DM'd, and support requests, nothing, and don't want to make a new account. How many followers do you have? Like, honestly, is your whole life riding on this TikTok account? For me, mine is because it's what I do for a living. That said, if anything happens to it, I'll start over. If you only have a couple, like 1,000 or 2,000 followers, let it go. Let it go and start over. You should. I mean, I don't think this should be happening to you. I want to say that. I don't think any of this bullshit, like, why should all of my work from December go under review and never be reviewed? One video is 1.5 million views. You understand how many people that is? That's ridiculous. But I don't hang on to it because I know that bullshit, the name of the game on TikTok is intermittent bullshit that you just have to deal with and work through it and not get too upset by it. So if you only have a couple thousand followers, seriously, dude, shut down your account. Open a new account, ideally with a new phone, like a new device with a new SIM card. But if you can't do that, just open up a new account. If I delete my account, will it unlink the phone number? I think it takes a specific amount of time. I can't remember what the procedure is. But there might be like a 2 or 3 week period wherein you won't be able to start it up again, that it's going to still be associated with it. So, or it might even be a month, but then you'll be able to add the phone number again. Or just drop it dead. And then I think you can unlink the phone number and then take the phone number over to your new one. Like drop it dead, meaning don't like actually kill the account, just don't post to it anymore. Because you can open a TikTok account without verifying it by phone, but it does always keep track of the device that you open it from. So maybe open it from a computer if you previously opened it with the device. But that said, if you haven't been spamming, you should be fine. Okay. Now it's TikTok help with Davison is now adjourned for the evening. Please feel free to tip me for my assistance. $1 goes a long way for my rehoming fund. Oh, guys, I'm so sick. Okay. Anybody gonna say anything else? I guess I should just be patient. I just wait. By the way, I saw TikTok today, and they don't actually know how old the founder of ByteDance is that owns TikTok. They know very little about him. They estimate he's 36. And TikTok and the other companies are owned by one individual and worth more than Facebook and Google. So there's this theory that that person does not exist at all, and instead it's owned by the Chinese government, which is fine. It is what it is. John says that could cause problems. There's no waiting time anymore for reissuing phone numbers. What if someone tries to open a TikTok with a number that someone just dropped because of TikTok problems? Well, then they're going to be screwed up for a while. But there's John, there are so many things that are technically wrong with TikTok. There's so many bugs, so many things they so many things they overlook, so many oversights. Eventually they'll fix it. But guaranteed people will suffer in the meantime. Like, there's always moderation problems on TikTok. A lot of it's auto-moderated, so it gets it wrong. The community guidelines aren't applied evenly to everyone. You're just dealing with machines and an app that, like, it feels like a team of only 20 people developed. It's flawed. TikTok is flawed as an app, more so at this point than YouTube is, or Facebook, because it's newer. I've gone through so much bullshit already on TikTok, so much. There's also an issue now. I don't even tell you. No, I'm not gonna bother telling you guys that. But I'm on there because I love it. Despite all its problems, I love it. It's the only app that I get to be what I always wanted to be on the internet. But that said, you have to really be on your best behavior, and I have to censor myself. Like, God bless YouTube that I can actually speak my mind here right now, and I'm not going to get into problems, right? Or run into any problems. Or like the way I'm dressed right now, right? Like on TikTok, the way I'm dressed right now may pose a problem. I'll let you guess why. But on YouTube, the way I'm dressed will pose no problems whatsoever. Yeah, you shouldn't trust anything, Efrain. You just have to deal with it. I don't trust anything or anyone, to be perfectly honest. Completely anymore. There are a lot of people I trust a lot, but there's a lot of flaws in a lot of systems, or a lot of malignancy in a lot of systems. TikTok, I think its main problem right now is that it's flawed, not malignant. I'll let you guess what's wrong with how I'm dressed. I'm not going to spell it out. If you bounce too much on TikTok, it can put your video under review. It's crazy. Any TikTok where I dress up, even remotely attractive, I get problems with it. And it sucks. It's not right. But I'm not the only one it happens to. It happens to so many people. Anytime I go to the airport, I end up holding my pants up, waiting for them to check my shoes. Thomas says that I'm dressed intently pose a problem on TikTok. Yeah, they swabbed my hands. Maybe I got sick because the fucker swabbed my hands because I was wearing this hoodie, remember? And apparently this means I'm hiding something, which is retarded. I'm a white middle-class woman in her 40s. Not that white means a pass, but like, what? I do not have a criminal record. What are the chances that I pose an immediate flight risk Nothing, next to zero. Literally going home on a flight home, next to zero. Domestically, next to zero. It's complete bullshit. It's bullshit the way they treat everyone, though. I'm not trying to argue for profiling. I'm just saying certain profiles or many profiles should not be questioned. Does that make sense? Like if you add up the evidence, just questioning me or me disclosing who I am, the background check of no criminal record should be sufficient. I'm not in a demographic that has significant criminal activity. So John says, sooner or later I'll be on it. Nor are you, Frayne. But they are racist, is the problem. Sooner or later I'll be on it. After I fix the overheating, I will have to tune the sound. Android PCs always have Wi-Fi. Also, okay. You also have no criminal record, Frayne. I guess, I'd love to look at the statistics in general. Like, how many people are actually engaging in illegal acts on flights? It's got to be like 1% of travelers or fewer. It's not the majority. They do have stats on it because they're based on the number of people they catch. It's true. The people on the ground usually have the least amount of information. Yeah. Let me see, actually, statistically, how many airline passengers commit crimes? I feel like people are more likely to be criminal when they drive as opposed to when they fly. A list of air rage incidents. So unruly passengers occur 1 every 1,053 flights. Ugh, sexual assault aboard aircraft. That's disturbing. Yeah, so it's literally like what I said. My guesstimation of like less than 1% is it. I find that the people are the people who have to implement the rules basically have no information to go off of. Back in 99, they made me do that kind of check at Montreal Airport. That was before 9/11. I went to the 9/11 memorial. I went through the same check. Sucks. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go because I'm definitely very, very tired. I gotta brush my teeth, head to bed, and I think I'll try to get my video up for Patreon on Wednesday or Thursday, and I have to do a double post because I'm behind. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great evening. Bye. Sending love. Bye.